Okay, welcome back. So in this video we're going to look at matrix multiplication, and we're going to do quite a few of these because I know this was kind of a problem on the test that I saw. A lot of people were struggling with this. So matrix multiplication is when you're multiplying matrices, it doesn't quite work like it does with addition and subtraction. So first of all, we're going to do a times b in this problem, okay, and we'll do some more as well. So I want to do the product of these two, okay? So to do this, you're always taking rows of the second matrix and timesing them by the columns of the second matrix, okay? So these are our columns here, okay? So I'm going to be taking these rows times these columns. So essentially what I'm doing here is I'm taking the first entry here. Well, okay, let's maybe specify this out. So to get the first entry that's in the first row and first column of the product matrix, we take the first row of this matrix times the first column of this matrix. So if I wanted this position, second column, first row, I would use first row, second column, and so on, okay? So let's start with first row, first column. So I'm going to use first row, first column. So I take the 2 and times it, because the 2 is, you kind of think about if you flip this to be a vertical vector, this one's after this one, so it would be on the bottom. So the 2 times the negative 2, and then the 4 is on bottom, it's to the left of it, so it's going to be times by the 0, and then you just add those two together. So you do 2 times negative 2 plus 4 times 0. Okay, so you do this one times this one plus this one times that one. Okay, and I think about rotating this around and just timesing it straight into those and then adding the results. Okay. Okay, so then for our second row, first column, I'm going to use the second row, first column. So we do negative 1 times negative 2 plus 3 times 0. Okay, so this is a whole entry here, right? This is what should be in the first row, first column. This is the whole entry here. I just need to simplify it a little bit, right? Okay, and then let's keep going here. So to get the things in the second column, I'm going to use the second column of this matrix. So I do first row times the second column, 2 times 1 plus 4 times negative 2. Okay, so that's that. Now we do second row, second column, so negative 1 times 1 plus 3 times negative 2. Okay, this times this, that times that, added together. Okay, and then lastly, let's do that last column, 2 times 2 plus 4 times 3. And then negative 1 times 2 and 3 times 3. Okay, so this will be our product matrix here. So when, let's see, negative 2 times 2 is negative 4, and then 0 and 4 is 0, so that doesn't do anything. This is 2 plus 0, 2, and negative 8 is negative 6, negative 1 and negative 6, 4 and 12 is 16. Negative 2 and 9 is 7. Okay. So this would be the result when we multiply those two matrices together. Okay. So again, it's a little more complicated than the addition and subtraction, but you kind of get an idea for what's going on here. I do want to look at part B before we're done here. So B is B times A, so we want to do it just the opposite order. Okay? So in matrix multiplication, you can't just switch the order on it. These two are actually not the same thing. Okay? And you'll kind of see that as we do this. Okay? So when we do this, we're always taking rows of this matrix times columns of that matrix, right? So rows and columns. Okay? And you notice when you try and do this, so the first entry here, we take the first row times the first column. Well, this one is the top entry, right? So it's going to times with that. This one is the middle, so it's going to times there. But then there's nothing for this 2 to times by. I would need another entry right here to times this 2 by. And so there isn't one there, so this product doesn't exist. Does not exist. Okay, so that one isn't possible. Okay, so hopefully that gives you kind of a basic idea, just a reminder of how matrix multiplication works. I am going to do a little bit more of this in the next video as well, so hopefully we can just get really solid with it. So I will see you there.